Hey guys, Jack Cassio, twicethespeed.com. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to gamify anything, pretty much, right? So the first thing I want to talk about is something that I just came up with. Me and one of the workers at Twice Speed, Ryan, we literally just sat there one day and we were watching a Lakers game. And I said, all right, how about every time the Lakers score, I think it was like Lakers Mavericks or Lakers Clippers, whatever. We'll call it Lakers Clippers for simplicity. So I'm like, every time the Lakers score, I'll do 10 push-ups. And every time the Clippers score, you do 10 push-ups. And we sat there and we went one quarter and we were trying to figure it out. And at the end of the quarter, it was like 30, call it 30 to 30. So it was like 150 push-ups, give or take, in one quarter. And it took about 20 minutes. So the pace is a little bit different, right? So like there'd be times where the Lakers would go on like a 10-0 run. So I'm doing a ton of push-ups and then they wouldn't score. So then I'm resting, right? But it's a way to make it fun. It's not just like, hey, Ryan, let's just get down and do 150 push-ups over the next 20 minutes. He'd be like, no, I'd rather not. I'd rather just watch the Lakers game. But when you make it more fun, more competitive, and it's like, hey, you got this team, I got this team, let's do it. Or changing up the exercise, like you call it. So if it's push-ups now, we want to do Russian twists, like with your abs, or you want to do some sort of crunch, or if you have a pull-up bar, do pull-ups, or if you do planks, or you could do whatever the exercise, but as long as you make it fun. You can do the same thing with video games. You can do it with Fortnite, right? Every time you get a kill, or every time something happens, every time you see a purple gun, the other guy in the room, if you're playing with a friend, other guy in the room has to do 10 push-ups, or a blue gun, or green, or whatever, right? So you guys can pick the color of the gun, or on a kill, they got to do X, Y, Z exercise. So you could really gamify anything. NBA 2K, every time I dunk, you do 10 push-ups. Every time I score 3, you do 20 crunches, right? You could gamify it any game. I could keep going in every single game, okay? So do not sleep on this. I promise you, if you just tweak one thing, if you like playing video games, cool. That's fine. But add something, even once a week, where you're just like, you know what? Every time I see a purple gun, I'm going to do 10 push-ups. It's easier because you don't want to get killed, obviously, doing push-ups in the middle of a game. But if you're playing with a friend, try it and watch what happens, the difference in how easy these push-ups become. And over time, there's a compounding effect, okay? Because if you do this once a week and it ends up being 150 push-ups, that's 600 push-ups a month. That's 7,200 push-ups a year, roughly, right? So you're doing over 7,000 push-ups a year just by playing video games. And you're adding that in it seems really easy at the time, but over the long term, that's 7,000 push-ups a year. So if you start this when you're 10 years old, by the time you're in high school, call it 4 years from now, you've done almost 30,000 push-ups, done 28,000 push-ups. You're so far ahead of the curve simply because you took one video game or one thing that you do, or if you like watching sports, you just did it once a week and it compounded over time. So when you guys test your bench when you're a freshman in high school, or you're testing these different things, and all these kids are benching 105 pounds, and you're benching 165, and you're the same size, it's like, oh, all I did was just push-ups while I played Fortnite, or while I played NBA 2K, or while I watched Netflix, or while I watched the Lakers, right? So it's these small little changes, right? These little habits. If you change them, it's not going to make a difference that night. And actually, the next day, you're going to be sore. But it's not going to make a difference right away. You're not going to have people walking up to you and be like, oh, you could do push-ups, bro? That's not how it works. But over time, there's going to be a moment, there's going to be a tipping point, there's going to be a time where you're like, wow, I am so much stronger than everyone because I did push-ups watching the Lakers. And it's going to click. So the more things that you can add, right? And then it starts with one, but then you do a second thing in a week. And you add abs, or you add pull-ups, or you add doing a couple sprints, or whatever it is. When you build these little micro habits, these are things that take 10 minutes per day or per week. When you build it, it compounds over time. Okay? It's just like investing. $1 a day, you invest it over time, it's going to make a lot more money than $1. You don't want to wait. You want to get your money in the market now, right? It's the same thing in investing as it is in sports. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, be sure, subscribe to the channel. Start playing games or watching your games or doing whatever you do, whatever your bad habit is. I'm not saying these are terrible habits, but whatever it is, find a way to mix in this training. Find a way to mix in twice speed workouts. Find a way to mix in push-ups and watch the effect that it has. All right, guys? If you haven't already, head over to twicespeed.com, find out how you can become the best athlete in the next 3 minutes. Talk soon, guys.